Alright, what's going on, guys? This is going to be a video um, kind of explaining why my upload schedule has been really just kind of blank lately, why I haven't been doing many tutorials, why I haven't been making too many videos, and this is also a video about what I'm going to be doing with my channel from now on, kind of. So, let's go ahead and get into it. One of the reasons I haven't been uploading as much is I've been putting a lot of time into Edgy Art 4. I really want this to be a special one. I was really happy with the way 3 turned out, and 3 is probably my favorite. 3.5 was just kind of like a little random leftover clip that I lost and then found, and I just stabbed my foot. That hurt. So yeah. I've been really busy trying to figure out what I want to do with Edgy Art 4. I want to try some different angles and stuff like that, and I'm really trying to go out of my comfort zone to do tricks that I wouldn't normally do on an everyday basis. So that's what I've really been focusing on, and also I'm kind of running out of tutorial ideas, which is going to lead me into my next topic. So when I started off with my channel, I wanted to make tutorial videos on tricks that a lot of people didn't know how to do. And I think I succeeded in that to an extent, on doing tricks that a lot of people wanted to learn, and there weren't very many videos on, if videos on at all. So I'm pretty sure I succeeded in that point, and then I started to run out of videos to make tutorials on, which kind of left me in a dry patch, which is why I'm trying to focus a little bit more on RRCs. There's kind of a hint towards what the next one's going to be about. And it's hard coming up with a lot of new combos. So that's kind of been slowing me down. But my buddy on Facebook informed me that he really likes the way I explain things. And he thinks I should do some tutorials on some of the basics, and kind of just work my way back and go up the ladder again from basic to advanced. Now, when I set out to do all these tutorials on my channel, I kind of wanted to do tutorials on tricks a lot of people didn't have tutorials on, like I stated earlier. And going and doing basics would kind of, contradict what I said, kind of make me just, it'd be going against what I set out to do. But in reality, what I set out to do, I think I've already kind of completed that and kind of filled the niche for tricks that don't have tutorials on them. For the most part, with like a lot of your more popular ones, like, the overhand scissoring and the Z-choker. And there's a couple tutorials on those tricks, yes, but there aren't a lot. And I feel like the ones that I made were at least up to par and kind of gave some people some insight on how to do those tricks. And I feel like it would be good to kind of go back and go over some of the basics. For a lot of the newer people that are always asking the question, what's a good balisong tutorial channel? Where can I learn all these basics? How can I get the fundamentals down so I can do all this crazy stuff that a lot of people do? And while there are a few good answers to that question, there aren't really any good ones for relevant and up-to-date channels. The only ones I can think of are Captain America Yang, but I don't know. I don't really know how often he posts tutorials. I don't really follow his channel or anything. But from what I've seen, he only has like 3 or 4. And then you have 50 Blades of Gray, which again, not that many tutorials, although he does do a pretty decent job at explaining them. I feel like he could go a little more in depth. What I mean, do it your own way. And that's kind of it. That's all I really know for up-to-date tutorial channels. I know Knifeiac has quite a few tutorials on his channel, but he's really slowing down on those, which I mean I get if you're a busy guy. And he's moving over to fidget spinners. How dare he? And So I feel like I could kind of fill another gap in this community where there aren't that many channels that are doing up-to-date, you know, beginner to advanced battle song tutorials. And I feel like I could actually put kind of like my own spin on some of these basics instead of just doing the basics. You know, like if I wanted to do a video about chaplains, I could go over the basic chaplain, and then I could also go over, you know, the different types of chaplains, the reverse chaplains, the vertical chaplains, the 0G chaplains, the reverse 0G chaplains, the everything and anything really. And I feel like that could help a lot of people out, because a lot of getting to know how to do combos and stuff is learning how to do variations of very basic tricks. Like, you could look up a tutorial and find, you know, look up how to do the basic opening. You can find 50, 100,000 videos on how to do the basic opening, but can you find 100,000 videos on how to do the basic opening to a scissor? Can you find that many videos on how to do, you know, full twirl into a backhand aerial to another backhand aerial? Can you find many videos really just how to do any basic trick into a little bit more of a flashier trick? And that helps a lot with learning how to go into combos, because if you can do just that basic opening, what are you going to do after that? But if you can do that basic opening to a scissor, you can do that and then go into a full twirl to that full twirl aerial with more momentum. To the backhand aerials, to the reverse aerial, to chaplain, all kinds of stuff like that. And I feel like I could give some pretty decent insight on how to do some of those things where there aren't a lot of other people doing that. So that's kind of the advice my friend gave me, and I kind of worked that out. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go start doing that, because that would lead to a lot more content on the channel that could help some people out. And that's all I really want to do, because flipping is amazing. Even if you're not the best at it, you can agree you have fun with it. And it's just great. It's a great community. Honestly, the best community I've ever been in. So I genuinely want to help it out. So I hope you enjoyed. That's kind of going to be the direction I go in with my channel now. It's going to go a little more basic, and then I'll get back up to more intermediate and advanced. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out.